when you were in grade 6, you have learnt reading and making of maps. You know what is a map, how to draw a map using the components like scale, direction and all. Now you are going to learn kinds of maps, different kinds of maps. But before going to that lesson, what you are supposed to do is that you have to open the notebook and take down the important points what I am going to tell you. Because it is very important to know certain points to give the answer in the examination. I hope you concentratingly listen to this and you are going to learn easily. When you show interest, if you love the subject, automatically you will understand everything, whatever it is. I hope you are going to listen to this carefully and you are going to follow what I said. You have to write down the points, like running notes you have to take down. Now come back to the lesson. As I said that you have learnt what is a map. Now we are going to know kinds of maps. Physical map, political map, thematic map we have. What is a physical map? The physical appearance is called physical, right? The outlook, how we are, how the earth is. Now we are talking about the map. What map we have? This universe, this earth, any other planet, whatever it is. When we are studying a particular map, the physical appearance, how it will be. The land's surface is not uniform. It is not a flat surface. You see up and downs on this earth. There are mountains, valleys, plateau region, elevated area, high level area, all these things. Rivers are there. So the land is not in uniform. To study this, we need physical map, physical features showing on the map, like water bodies, forests, deserts, plateau region. All these things we can show on this map. That is why it is called, the physical features or reliefs are called, or studying of this is called physical map. Then coming to political map. What is a political map? The boundaries of a particular place is called a political map, which are shown on that map. Why do we need it? We need the political map for the convenience of the administration. A collector can, an IAS officer can control a particular area. He is the head for only his district, right? SP can control only his area at district level. When he has to exercise his power, he has to know which are the mandals under his control, from where to where he has to rule or he has to administrate. To know this, we need political map. Boundaries will be there. From where to where Kadapa district. How many mandals come under this district? Then from Anantapur district. Likewise, we are going to draw boundaries. Kadapa district, Anantapur district, Chittoor district, Kurnool district, Prakasham, okay, Krishna, East Godavari, West Godavari, then Vizag, okay. All these districts are controlled by district collector. Collectors will be there, they are going to see them. And for the state, CM will be there. He has to know from where to where he is going to administer. For the administration purpose, we are going to have political map. We have state boundaries, okay, national boundaries, international boundaries, all these come under political map. Then comes thematic map. On this thematic map, we are going to show the symbols. Already you have learnt it in your previous class that the symbols like point showing the place, states, capitals, all those things, point, rivers with blue color, you can show it, water, okay, water with blue color. Then railway line, you can see here this railway line, right? All these symbols for church like this, hospital with red color, temple like this. Like this. All these symbols you can show it on thematic map. Okay? In particular area, with the help of these particular symbols, you can identify the places. So, we have physical map, political map and thematic map. What is the use? When we go somewhere, like when we want to know the particular place, climatic condition, the food they eat, the culture they have, the language they speak, all these things we can come to know with the help of map. When we study these maps, we will understand the language, all these things through the particular map. Different maps will be there. When we want to know the rainfall of a particular place, we need to have a particular map. Okay? Only that particular region rainfall you will come to know, particular region climatic conditions you will come to know, the culture, the food, everything. All these things can be shown on this physical map. Political map, when you go there, you need to know certain things like the administrative system. All these government employees will be transferred from one place to another place, right? They should know their area, how far they should administer, how long the distance from where to where they should administer. They should know their jurisdiction, right? Particular area can be controlled by those people. To know that, political map and thematic map, with the help of these symbols, using these symbols, easily we can identify the particular place. So that is why we need different kinds of maps. That's it. Then coming to next point, contour lines. What are these contour lines? Why do we need it? How we can show it on the map? What is the use of showing this and all? Let us see. As I told you that the earth is not flat and not uniform, right? Ups and downs are there, I said. Mountains are there, rivers are there, elevated area is there, forest is there, right? So, to identify at what height the particular place is, we want to know this contour lines. Through these contour lines, we are going to find out the height of the area from the sea level. From where they are going to check it? From the bottom level, that is sea level. Because always we stay away from the sea level, right? How to identify? When the tides occurs, that means because of wind, the water will be going up and down. సముద్రంలో అలలు పైకి ఎగిరి కిందికి పడుతూ ఉంటాయి. ఇలాంటప్పుడు హౌ టు క్యాలిక్యులేట్ దట్? అలలు పైకి పోయినప్పుడు ఎంత హైట్లో ఉన్నామని, కింద ఉన్నప్పుడు ఏ హైట్లో ఉన్నామని, హౌ టు క్యాలిక్యులేట్? measured through coming to a certain level. ఎప్పుడు హైలో ఉన్నప్పుడు కానీ మరి లోలో ఉన్నప్పుడు కాకుండా ఒక మీడియం లెవెల్, కమింగ్ టు ఎ పాయింట్ వేర్ ఇట్ ఈస్ గోయింగ్ టు స్టే యావరేజ్ లెవెల్, not high, not low, an average level. Taking that as base, they have calculated the area at what height the place is. Samudra mattam మీరు ఎక్కడైనా చూసిండొచ్చు. If you travel by train from place to place, everywhere you will see a signboard showing that MSL 200 kilometers, 3000 kilometers. The mountains also can be measured and will be written this much height is there and all, right? In the same way, when you travel by train, you can see the boards MSL, mean sea level. What do you mean by mean sea level? Mean means an average. Mean means average, average level from zero level. Okay. As I told you that water bodies are connected each other throughout the world. Everywhere it is connected, all the water bodies throughout the world. So average we have to take. From the average, if we calculate at what height the place is, okay. For example, I show you, this is water. Consider that this is a sea, okay, and we have mountains here. Okay, there may be a temple there. Here there may be some park, village. From this sea level, 50 meters, 100 meters and 150 meters. So this is, if you take this as water body sea, from there at what height we are, average we are going to take it, and from there we are going to calculate at what height we are. 50 meters high, 100 meters and 150 meters, 200 meters, 300 meters, 1000 meters. If you go to Himalayas, at what height you stay there? From the sea level, right? Like this we are going to calculate. See, these lines are drawn, okay, but they never meet. These lines we cannot join them. Contour lines are those lines which are drawn to calculate the height. So it is very necessary from sea level at what height we are. Just to know that we are going to learn about contour lines. Everywhere you see that MSL 50 meters height, the 100 meters height, 1000 meters height, 3000 meters height. If you see like that, that is we are away from the sea. That means, for example, if you take right now we are in Kadapa and Nellore is a little bit away from us, right? From there, if you calculate, when you go inside deep into the land, we will be away from the sea. We will be away from the sea. For example, I show you. See children, this is the globe. These are all water bodies. Wherever you see the blue color, wherever you see blue color, those are all water bodies, and this is the land area. From here, from this blue color, when you go into the land, you will be away from the sea level. మనము అంటే ఒక ఊరికి కానీ లేదు భూభాగానికి కానీ దూరం వెళ్ళినప్పుడల్లా సముద్రానికి మనము దూరం అవుతూ ఉంటాం. When you reach other end again you will be nearer to sea level, right? It can be a country or it can be a state or it can be a district. From Nellore district to Kadapa district, it doesn't take much distance, right? We are nearby compared to Hyderabad or Kurnool or Anantapur, right? We are little bit nearby the sea water, right? So when you go inside into the land, we will be away from the sea level. అదే దగ్గరగా ఉన్నవాళ్ళు, ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఇఫ్ యూ టేక్ నెల్లూరు, విశాఖపట్నం, చెన్నై అండ్ ఆల్, దే ఆర్ నియర్ బై, దగ్గరలో ఉన్నారు. సముద్రానికి ఊరు దగ్గరగా ఉంది కదా, సో తక్కువ హైట్లో ఉంటారు. సముద్రానికి ఊరికి చాలా దగ్గరలో ఉంటారు కాబట్టి హైట్ కూడాను తక్కువ ఉంటుంది. అదే లోపలికి వెళ్తూ వెళ్తూ ఊరు దూరం అయ్యే కొద్దీ మీరు ఎంతెంత దూరం వెళ్తూ ఉంటే అంతంత హైట్కి పోతూ ఉంటారు. ఈ ల్యాండ్ మాస్ ఎప్పుడు కూడా హైట్లో ఉంటుంది, ఓకేనా? బికాస్ ఎప్పుడు కూడా ల్యాండ్ ఇలా స్లోప్గా ఉంటుంది. హై లెవెల్, హై వాట్ టు సే, డెక్కన్ ప్లాటూ అండ్ ఆల్ ఏమైంది, ఈ సెంటర్ పార్ట్ ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్ అండ్ ఆల్ లిటిల్ బిట్ ఎలివేటెడ్, పైన ఉంది, ఓకే? కాబట్టి మనము సముద్రానికంటే కూడా కొంచెము పైన ఉంటాం, ఎత్తులో ఉంటాం, దూరంగా ఉంటాం. ఎత్తులో ఉన్నామంటే అంటే దూరంగా ఉన్నాము అని అర్థం. సో టు నో అండ్ టు అండర్స్టాండ్ దట్ వీ నీడ్ టు హ్యావ్ కాంటోర్ లైన్స్. వీ నీడ్ టు అండర్స్టాండ్ దట్. So I hope that you have understood this. Different kinds of maps: physical map, political map, thematic map. Why do we use physical map? Through physical maps we are going to find out the physical features or reliefs of the place, like mountains, water bodies, then forest area, deserts, all these things we are going to learn. Then coming to political map, for administrative purpose we have divided the place into districts, states, countries, international borders, all these things. To know and to understand the borders and all, we are going to have political map. And thematic map, precisely to tell you, thematic map gives you the minute place also you can identify easily. For example, in a particular place, when you reach there, if you want to know where is the hospital, where is the school, where is post office, where are the water bodies like river or tank, all these things, then hospital, churches, all these things you can know by observing these symbols on the map. This helps a lot for a particular place, thematic map. So when we want to know the geographical conditions and the culture, all these things, we need to have different maps to understand the country completely. It can be country, state, or at international level. Whatever you want to know about that particular place, you need to study different maps. So that is why maps are important. Okay. Then coming to contour lines. Contour lines are those lines which are going to join the places at what level we are staying. It shows from sea level whether we are above or nearby. Okay. What is meant by MSL? Mean sea level. What is mean? Mean means average. Because of tides, the water will be water will have ups and downs. To calculate the average level, we need to have a certain point. You cannot take high or low. So in between these two, when you calculate, you get the average. Sometimes it be high, sometimes it be low. But we need to take the average point. So if you take that average point, mean sea level, వాటర్ లెవెల్ ఎప్పుడు ఒక సమాంతరంగా ఉన్నటువంటి స్థాయిలో మనము క్యాలిక్యులేట్ చేయాలి. ఆ స్థాయిని మనము MSL అంటాం, మీన్ సీ లెవెల్. ఈ మీన్ సీ లెవెల్ సముద్ర మట్టము నుండి మనం ఎంత ఎత్తులో ఉన్నాము, ఎంత తగ్గులో ఉన్నాము అనేది మనకు తెలుస్తుంది. I hope you have understood this.